Welcome back for tonight's Unfiltered. We're taking a closer look at the 2023 Beautillion Scholarship Program, a program operated by the group 100 Black Men of Indianapolis. Committee member James Duke is here now to talk about the program. James, thank you for joining us. Give us a little background. When did the program start?
The program started in 1984 by a wonderful organization called Jack and Jill of America, Indianapolis chapter. And we've been running strong ever since. This is our 37th year of the Beautillion Militaire Scholarship Program.
So what is the program's goal, James?
Yeah, thanks. The program's goal is to take high school young men, usually juniors or seniors in high school, but the last couple of years it's been seniors in high school, through a rites of passage program. Simply, we're trying to prepare them for graduating high school, the next level, which is college for many of them, and then ultimately work and being good citizens for their families. So we take them through a variety of programs that give them an experience from dining etiquette, making healthy choices, understanding about their bodies, preparing for college and career. And a primary focus of what we do with the program is what's called a man plan. It's kind of a life plan in which they take a survey of who it is they think they want to be in the next 3 to 5 years, the next 5 to 10 years and beyond. And it's proven to be a really good experience for them to prepare them for life after high school.
I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. And, you know, I've done stories on it before, and I'm always happy to hear some of the success stories. There are so many of them. Yeah,
and there have been so many students over the years that we've been proud of, and many of them actually come back and volunteer as alumni and graduates of the program because they understood and understand what it means to be there for these young men. One of the taglines that we have as an organization, as 100 Black Men of Indianapolis, is what they see is what they'll be. Mm-hmm. So in order for them to be able to realize what their real potential is, we try to put encouraging and great role models in front of them.
Couldn't agree more. What are the qualifications, James?
Oh, great. Great question. In order to be in the program, they have to apply. We put them through an interview process, usually in the fall, in August or so of the school year. They come in for an interview process, and we get them put into the program for those who make it through successfully. We have some pretty stringent guidelines as far as they have to do the interview process. They have to submit the application. They have to come to orientation, those types of things. This year, we have 28 young men that represent over 17 high schools in central Indiana. And we're really excited about being able to have the celebration event this Saturday on April 15th.
You know, James, I'm a firm believer in that, you know, the people you surround yourself with is the person that you become. So I love your tagline, what you see is what you will be. Dive into that a little bit more if you can. Why is that so important?
Yeah, thanks. One of the things that we've realized is that sometimes, even though on the outside, our young students, they seem like that they are ready to go and ready to tackle the world, but they have a lot of issues on the inside that they may not have the confidence that they are projecting. So what we're doing is we're trying to align them with individuals who can be very transparent with them and say, hey, you know, when I was your age, I was not as confident about myself either. And these are some of the challenges that I had, and these are some of the things that I overcame. And when we're able to have those true, transparent dialogues with them, they really open up to us and say, hey, you know what, I don't feel as strong about myself in these areas, and thank you. And we've gotten many comments over the years about the value that the students have gotten from our leaders that have come in front of them.
James, I have less than a minute left. Why is it so important to offer a program like this?
Today, more than ever, we need to make sure that our future is solidified. We have strong shoulders of men and women who we place in front of these students to better prepare them. One of the things that we tell them is we can't guarantee that they're going to be successful in life, but we're going to guarantee that we equip them with the tools to be successful. And so that's our goal at the end of the day, is to better equip our young men to be prepared for the future so that they can be the great leaders of tomorrow.
Well, it's a fantastic program. James Duke, thank you so much for coming on with us. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk with you soon if you don't mind, sir.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate you.